Star Trek: Strange New Worlds has been one of the brightest entries in the Star Trek universe, but now we know it's officially coming to an end after its 5th season. Showrunner Akiva Goldsman recently shed light on the decision, and while the news is bittersweet, it makes sense once you hear the reasoning behind it. When the show premiered back in September 2022, it immediately stood out. It was the 11th Star Trek series overall, but it felt fresh and classic at the same time, balancing strong storytelling with a talented, diverse cast. Fans embraced it right away, and the series even picked up a couple of Creative Arts Emmy Awards. So naturally, a lot of people assumed this would be one of those Star Trek shows that could go on indefinitely. But Paramount Plus had a different plan. Goldsman explained that Paramount Plus originally only wanted Strange New Worlds to run for 4 seasons. But he and his team pushed for the story to have room to breathe, especially since the show has to transition smoothly into the era of the original series. That's why we're getting a shorter, 5th season, to give the story the proper conclusion it deserves, rather than leaving things hanging or rushing an ending. And honestly, that decision might be the best possible outcome. By the time Season 5 arrives, Pike and the crew will have gone through a complete arc, one that ties directly into Star Trek's broader mythology. It's worth remembering that in the lore of the Enterprise, the Captain's Oath has always centered on a 5-year mission, so in a way, this ending actually fits the spirit of Star Trek perfectly. Goldsman also made it clear that the writers won't just be scrambling to wrap things up. Knowing ahead of time that Season 5 is the end means the creative team can map out every step of the story with precision. That's something not every series gets, and it gives Strange New Worlds a real chance to stick the landing. It's true that many shows stay on longer than they should, and you start to see the quality dip. Strange New Worlds seems to be avoiding that trap. Instead, it's choosing to go out on a high note, with a conclusion that feels planned and earned. Given how strong this show has been compared to some of the other Star Trek entries since the 1960s, that's a legacy worth protecting. But what do you think? Would you have preferred Strange New Worlds to keep going beyond Season 5? Or do you like that the team is ending it intentionally, while it's still at its best? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on this. And if you're as excited and nervous about this final chapter as I am, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your fellow Trekkies so we can all get ready for the big conclusion together.